In the movie The Princess and the Frog, there's an intriguing familial connection between Dr. Facilier and Mama Odie. Dr. Facilier hints at his royal lineage, presenting a shrunken head as his mother's, implying she was a queen.
I'm a royal myself on my mother's side.
Mama Odie, on the other hand, appears to draw inspiration from the legendary Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen of New Orleans. Marie Laveau's story involved a mother-daughter succession, where the daughter continued the legacy disguised as her mother, leading to rumors of immortality. Likewise, Mama Odie's claim of being 197 years old suggests a multi-generational tradition of voodoo practice. It's plausible that both Dr. Facilier and Mama Odie inherited their voodoo knowledge from their well-respected mother, the original Mama Odie. However, due to gender norms, only Mama Odie assumed the mantle, leaving Dr. Facilier resentful and eventually turning to dark forces. This familial backstory sheds light on Mama Odie's willingness to help others, possibly driven by a desire to make amends for her brother's sinister path.
So what now? I reckon you want a kiss?
During the Le Bouff's ball, where they celebrate the arrival of Prince Naveen in New Orleans, there is a scene where a couple dressed like Aladdin and Jasmine from the movie Aladdin can be seen dancing. It's interesting to note that Ron Clements and John Musker, the directors of The Princess and the Frog, also directed Aladdin. Furthermore, there is another character named Little Bo Peep from the Pixar film Toy Story, who is seen dancing with a man dressed as a sheep. In the scene where Mama Odie is searching for a clam with a pearl while singing Dig a Little Deeper. During her search, she throws away different things. And one of those things is the lamp that belongs to Genie from the movie Aladdin.
How did I ever get tangled up in all this voodoo madness?
The character Dr. Facilier resembles a voodoo god called Baron Samedi, who is associated with magic, ancestor worship, and death. Baron Samedi is often depicted as being very skinny, wearing a fancy top hat and tuxedo and having a skull-like face. When Dr. Facilier uses his magic on the prince, a skull appears on his face, showing that they have a strong resemblance. In the final scene of the movie, Tiana's restaurant features a band called Firefly 5 Plus Lou. This name is a clever reference to the real-life jazz band called Firehouse 5 Plus 2. What's interesting is that two members of this band, Frank Thomas and Ward Kimball, were part of Walt Disney's esteemed group of animators known as the Nine Old Men. In this scene where Louis sings about wanting to be a human, while singing, he mentions Louis Armstrong, a famous musician. At the same time, he takes some Spanish moss from a tree and wipes the left side of his mouth with it. Later in his life, Louis Armstrong had some problems with his lips because he played high notes on his horn for many years. As a result, saliva would occasionally dribble from the left side of his mouth. To manage it, Armstrong always kept a handkerchief in his left hand and used it to wipe his mouth frequently.